1, 2, 3, and we're the Traveling Wilburys.
Great.
Got it. Got it.
Great.
You're
not seeing my shoe, are you? Wasn't prepared for this. Tony just called us 30 minutes ago.
Kurt, don't lean in at all, please. Don't lean in.
Don't brag.
I wasn't.
Just don't.
Don't do anything.
I'm not moving. I'm not going to move. I'll just act relaxed. Okay.
What exactly do you want?
Was a lot of this
asking Kurt, did you do like a little setup, like an introduction that you're sitting here with George Harrison?
Stand by, Kurt. 4, 3, 2.
Hi, I'm sitting here with George Harrison, or Nelson Wilbury, I suppose, as you'll be better known soon. George, explain to us the genesis of the Wilburys, if you could.
It's one of those things that I think had you tried to plan it, it would never have happened. It just happened by its own accord.
Like one night, you guys were just
it
all
was
sitting
actually April the 4th this year. I was asked by my record company to give them an extra song to put on a 12-inch extended single for Germany and Great Britain, which I didn't have any extra tunes recorded at the time, so I just thought, well, I'll go in tomorrow, go in a studio someplace, and I'll just write one and do it then. It's only a C-side, like a... So,
C-side.
they want this extra song, so I was having dinner with Jeff Lynne. He was having dinner with Roy Orbison, and I said to Jeff, do you feel like coming along? And he said, sure. Roy Orbison said, well, if you do something, give me a call. I went round to Tom Petty's house to pick up my guitar, which was at his house, and he said, oh, I was wondering what I was going to do tomorrow. And in the meantime, we were, with such short notice, I didn't know of any studio I could find that quickly.
Yeah.
So I called Bob, and he said, sure, come on over. He's just got a little tape machine in his garage. So we went over, and I just made part of the tune up that morning. We went to his house. Jeff and I sat in the garden, finished the tune off. I went in, put it down, wrote the lyrics all together, and mixed it. We did it all. It was all written and done in one day.
How do you write the lyrics all together? Like 5 guys in the room? Is that present any difficulties?
It was 5 guys in the garden, actually. We were sitting out in the garden. It was really good. I mean, it just happened that, you know, I got a piece of paper and a pencil, and I said, okay, come on. It's all these great writers now. Let's have some lyrics. And they were all saying, well, what's it about? What's it called? And I just kept looking around for a clue of what it was called. And I saw this cardboard box behind the garage door, and it said, Handle with Care. I said, it's called Handle with Care. He said, yeah, okay, that sounds good. And then it was easy. Just started, you know, being beat up and battered around, and somebody else said something else, and that was it. It was written and recorded just on April the 5th.
Was this such a great experience that you decided immediately that you should go ahead and go after an album?
No, I took it to the record company and said, well, there's the extra song for the German market. And they said, oh, God, we can't, you know, it's too good to just throw away like that. So they didn't want to use it.
Germans wouldn't be happy to hear about that.
So I just had hold of this song for a couple of weeks, and I thought, well, I can't think of what to do with it. I can't put it out as a single for me. It's not on my album.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, maybe they'd like to do another 9 tracks. And I asked the other guys, and they said, sure. So we got together in May, and we did it based on the theory that if we could write one tune and record it in one day, then maybe we could write another 9 and record them. So we did that. We just got together and we just sat down and we wrote a tune, we put it down on tape, wrote another one, and we did it like that quick.
Wow.
Then later, Jeff Lynne and myself took the tapes and started overdubbing on it, put bass and drums and various instruments on it, but basically it was all written and done instantly.
Is there any common sound to all this stuff, or just certain people come to the fore on certain tracks and others?
Yeah, there's tunes that Bob had the most influence on. It sounds like him, and there's a song which we wrote specifically for Roy, which is very much like an old kind of Roy Orbison song. But it's the album, it's not like we tried to set out to do something that wasn't like going and buying an album of mine or ELO or Tom Petty, Bob Dylan or Roy Orbison. We tried to combine everything, and it's worked very well.
What is this going to be, could you describe this music to someone who hasn't heard it, myself?
Well, I think it's basically very up music. It's very, very up. You know, that is to say, it's danceable, if you like to dance. But, yeah, it's fun. It's just really good, fun music. It says some funny things, and the sound of it, because we all basically tend to dislike computers, and so it's very wooden. I mean, it's the first band that I can think of that's got 5 rhythm guitar players.
But Jeff, too, I imagine you'd be adding something in there.
Yeah, we've added touches here and there, but we've tried to keep it, you know, more or less like it was as we wrote it and did it. It's polished off a bit, but not too much.
Is there some story behind the name The Wilburys that you could perhaps let us in on?
That was last year when Jeff Lynne and myself were doing Cloud 9. I don't know, we probably had too many drinks. We were just talking about something, and this came out, the Trembling Wilburys, suddenly.
Trembling Wilburys?
Yeah. And then it turned into the Traveling Wilburys, and that was it. It was forgotten about, really. And when we recorded this song, you know, I just said to Jeff, this is it. This is the Traveling Wilburys video.
Is there a storyline in the video you could tell us about, or how did the idea come up?
The story to the video is that there's these 5 guys singing a song around a microphone. And I don't think you need much more of a story than that.
How true.
Each person in it has their own story.
It's good for me. Is it good for anyone else out there? Let's ask in the control room, and they'll talk back to us.
We love that.
That's good. Good. Disembodied, but very personal,
Yeah.
I think.
Good.
That was great.
Can we
I think my leg fell
Larry,
asleep.
do you have Now Hear This Impromptu, please? George, is it possible to get one or two promos from you for shows that will be airing Traveling Wilburys video? Can you saying it's coming up or something?
Okay.
If you would mind powder.
What shall I say? I don't take powder. No.
Larry, can we get
Okay, I'll put my hair down.
Nothing wrong with being
but-
shiny. Don't let them
No.
Now hear this?
I'm not going to be here. I'm leaving.
So I'll just say the
We have
Traveling
something
Wilburys are coming up soon.
Right, we have something written that you can play off it or ignore it. It just has the show's title. If you only use it for that,
Okay.
then that's fine. It'll be put up in there in a second. Okay. Okay. Great.
Who?
Just say coming up to some preview and in the comments.
Oh, he's very good, thank you, yeah.
How you pronounce it?
Is the
Danny.
show being taped
Yeah.
yet?
Danny.
Does he still play?
Okay, great.
Play what? He plays piano.
Would you want to do it as a Wilbur?
Yeah, can I see the whole thing?
Can you roll up prompter, please? Up.
And our new video is coming up on,
Now hear this.
what did he say, on our new...
On Now Hear This.
Now hear this, yeah,
What I'm
okay.
just being told is it should be said a sneak preview of our new video is coming
A
up on Now Hear
sneak preview.
This. Of our new video. So, and a sneak preview is coming up on Now Hear This. And you can do the last number.
Okay, just roll it.
Handwritten prompter.
Okay,
It's great.
we're set to try it. And once again, the only thing is in a sneak preview of our new video. Let me know when you're set, Seth. Okay, George. 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Nelson Wilbury of the Traveling Wilburys. And our new video is coming up on Now Hear This. Time to get traveling.
Okay, keep speed going.
Now, what was that about
We can do
sneak
it just the
preview?
same, but instead of saying our new video, say, and a sneak preview of our new video is coming up.
Okay,
because we're going to air it before the world premiere of the video, and we're just going to tease them with it. So if you can say in a sneak preview or a sneak look at our new videos coming up.
Okay.
Okay, you still rolling? 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Nelson Wilbury of the Traveling Wilburys, and a sneak preview of our new video is coming up on Now Hear This. Is it?
Great. Would you want to try that one?
Is it? It's not coming up on Now Hear This.
Yes, it
The
is.
deal is that the video is world premiering tomorrow night, and this we're just showing them like 20 seconds of it on Now Hear This. So it's like, oh, here's a little sneak.
Oh, 20 seconds.
The best
This
one.
one featuring you.
Why don't you sneak the whole thing out? That's the thing, you have these, what are they called?
Modern attention spans.
You know, when you get a new video and it's called,
Sneak preview video.
no, when you call it exclusive.
Exclusive, yeah.
And it's so exclusive, you never see it. That's what happened to Fab. They showed it in January, exclusive, and then we never saw it again. Do you want to do that one again?
One more time, yeah.
So let me see. And a sneak preview of our new video is coming up.
Exactly.
Okay?
Do we have speed? Great. 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Nelson Wilbury of the Traveling Wilburys, and a sneak preview of our new video is coming up any minute now.
Great.
One way. Could you do me a favor? Could you do an open for hours?
Hold on one second.
Oh.
Hold on.
Call it the
Yeah.
Week in
Kurt
Rock.
wants to
You
do
can
a Week in Rock.
improvise.
The Week in Rock.
Just, hi, I'm whoever. Welcome to the Week in Rock. Or say anything you want. You can be whimsical. Sort of.
Week in Rock.
Okay, so this is Week in Rock. Maybe a wake up.
And it's essentially, hi, I'm so-and-so. Welcome to the Week in Rock. But you can improvise. You can be extemporaneous. You can be English.
Let me know when
Week
you're ready inside.
in Rock.
Hold on a second. You set inside? Okay, here we go. 3.
Hi, I'm Nelson Wilbury, and I'm watching A Week in Rock, hoping that they're going to play the Traveling Wilburys' new video.
Well done.
Great.
Because
We
we
ask you
will.
for one more real quick one. All we need you to say is wake up to MTV. Without saying your name, we'll just cut it in with a whole bunch of other people saying wake up to MTV. Tomorrow morning is kind of an alarm clock rings and different people say wake up to MTV.
Okay.
Isn't it wake up to MTV should be the last thing we're doing?
Get a free beer for that.
Let me know when you're ready. Okay. 3, 2.
Wake up to MTV.
Great.
Traveling
Thank you,
Wilburys.
everyone. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
John, Paul, and Ringo when they were the Fab Four. I don't know about you, but this makes me feel just a little bit older. On Thursday, George Harrison, remember George Harrison? He's going to be 45 years old. And while his solo career is doing just fine, George still thinks about his days with John, Paul, and Ringo. In fact, his current video is about the Beatles. Here's a look at George Harrison at 45 and the new video when he was Fab.
When we was Fab was purely to try and invoke the feeling of 1967, 68. I think in the past, you know, the Beatles, we had great fun, and then we had great pain and misery together, and we had a lot of problems. As everybody knows, we went up and down and round and round. And at this stage of my life, I can look back on it and really remember the good things about it. And that song is really in celebration of the good side of it. It's certainly wonderful to be here, and certainly a thrill. We've all gone through problems with businesses and different things, but they've all slowly been getting solved, and we're right on the point now, I think, the best time we've ever been at in order to get all our past problems solved. Plus the fact that we've spent a lot of time with meetings with Paul, having dinner and just being friends, because having not spent a lot of time with him, you have to get to re-know each other again. And we were just in the process of doing that and enjoying each other's company, and with Ringo, having dinner, just having a laugh, and for some strange reason, he decided to superimpose some old business thing that was getting solved anyway onto the Hall of Fame. And it was a shame he didn't come, really.
It is unfortunate Paul's not here because he was the one who had the speech in his pocket. Why didn't they play Octopus's Garden? Anyway, we all know why John can't be here, and I'm sure he would be, and it's hard really to stand here supposedly representing the Beatles. It's what's left, I'm afraid. But we all loved him so much, and we all loved Paul very much.
We always had a deal together that the Beatles were us four. If any one of that four wasn't in the band, the Beatles wouldn't exist. And it can't really exist just with the three of us, but at the same time, we could all be on a stage together, I suppose, like we could have done at the Hall of Fame if Paul had been there. It's always fun working with Ringo. You see him in the video of Fab, and he's so cute. He is, you know. He's like whatever it was about him in Hard Day's Night, you know, where he just had this natural thing that makes him cute. He's still got it. Well, I have been busy making films, but I have also made a few recordings. Last year we made a film which is just out in New York now, and Los Angeles, which is the first American film with all American people, actors and crew, and that's called Five Corners, directed by Tony Bill.
So, now she tells me she's breaking up with me on account of Hines being back.
You said that.
Oh, you didn't contradict me. And that she's going to Harry for protection. Now the whole world knows that Harry's out to lunch with this Gandhi thing.
Would you like some coffee?
No, I think a cup of coffee right now would give me a heart attack. Thank you.
I must admit I prefer records because there's more control that you can have over records. It's not just making a record anymore. You have to do promotion, you have to do your videos, and unfortunately everybody gets to see you, or fortunately, whichever way you look at it, and it just means, you know, it's much higher profile and makes it more difficult getting. There was so much attention on the Beatles that it left very little space for privacy or just to breathe generally. But at the same time, I realized there was such a lot of love. There's a lot of love out there for us too.
You know, when I see the U2, I always wonder if the new generation has the same kind of passion for the U2 like our generation had for the Beatles.
Couldn't take my eyes off those pictures of that, all of that stuff. 11 minutes before the hour, CBS This Morning.